Is it recording? You can tell me you're recording?
Yeah.
It does say it's recording. Good. Okay, perfect. Very slick with technology here, you can tell.
I'm just as bad. I'm not good.
Right. Hi guys, if you're watching this, you are watching me chatting with Natalie, who is our new coach for the West Bridgeford studio. When we reopen, which as soon as possible, he says, touching wood. I'm not sure a desk made of wood, but it'll do. It'll be doing, so I need to test my memory, we'll be doing Monday, Tuesday,
Thursday and Friday.
That's it. So Monday, Tuesday, Friday morning, Thursday evening, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it. And then Ali is switching to Wednesday morning from Thursday evening. Whew, good. So really just to chat, just to kind of introduce you really and let the ladies get to know you a bit more before we get thrust into the uncertain world of the new studio layout or whatever the hell it looks like when we're allowed to go back. So yeah, slightly different way of bringing someone on board, but I figure we'll make do and see what happens. So welcome to Boost Your Body. New team member, so probably a bit nervous, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Everyone's really nice. Well, most people. Nicola, maybe. No, everyone's really nice. So yeah, I think you'll get on fine. So just tell us, let's start with a little bit about your own personal fitness kind of history. What have you always been into fitness and health and fitness, or is it kind of a later addition, or like what?
Growing up, we did a lot of like hiking and rock climbing as a family and stuff. And then I probably stopped it. And then when I had my third child, I wanted to lose body fat and feel a bit better, and my mood was very low, so I started exercising. And that's how I got into it. Started off a bit of the cardio bunny, lots of running and stuff like that. I did a half marathon and thing. I loved running. And then I changed to doing a lot of weightlifting and training, resistance training, which I love. That's my favourite at now. So so it's taken me good 7 years to get where I feel, I'm a bit addicted to it. So 7 years, a bit of a journey.
Yeah. How did you find the cardio? I mean, I find kind of, unless I'm doing HIIT stuff, I tend to get bored really easily. So after about 10 minutes, I just think.
Yeah. It's mentally challenging, isn't it? So that's another reason I got into the fitness, because I like to do cardio with people. So when I teach it, it's my cardio as well. And I love that buzz that you get off of people, so it makes you go more. And I like you say, HIIT's a lot faster and quicker over with.
Done and dusted, more painful, but done and dusted. But yeah, I mean, the group stuff's kind of really good, isn't it? And that's kind of why we do groups at the studio, because kind of the traditional model for PT is one-to-one, and I've kind of done that and been there. And I don't know about you, but I found one-to-one PT pretty boring as a coach.
Okay.
Because to be honest, once people get the basics, you're kind of there going, okay, we're going to do some squats. Okay, you know how to squat. You could probably count yourself, so I'll just stand here and whereas if there's a group, then there's always really good atmosphere. So
bounce off each other.
Yeah, exactly. So you said your third child. So you tell us a little bit about your family life. You have 4?
Yeah, I have 3 girls and 1 boy. My son's 15. My oldest daughter's 13. Then the next daughter, she's 9 next month. And then I've got a 2-year-old. I've got a very, very busy house.
I can imagine. really low stress environment, yeah.
So that's gym is like my getaway as well.
I can imagine. Yeah, it's kind of interesting actually. Quite a few of our clients, so they're one of the reasons they really like coming is it's kind of me time. So it's kind of bracketed. It's like, right, this is my 45 minutes, hour journey there and back. Yeah. Wow, 4 kids. I've kind of found with my 2 being off, I'm really not a teacher. I do not have the patience for it.
I have a lot more respect for teachers now. I had respect for them, but even more now, like, 'cause I don't know how they do it so patiently and make it so fun.
Yeah.
My hat goes off to them.
With so many as well. Like, I've got 2, and after about half an hour, I just think, I need a gin and tonic or something. It's like, so to have a class of 30, blimey, yeah. I'll probably never make the old joke about 8 weeks off in the summer and all that jazz again. Those jokes are gone. Cool. Yeah, you're 30. Well, I got your age wrong, didn't I, in the intro? Is it 36?
I'm 36. I was 37 in September.
Cool.
So yeah, and going to the other side, they call it.
The other side, the dark side.
From the mid-30s, so past the middle bit, they said. So, but I'm embracing it. Love it.
So yeah, so I think if you kind of live in a healthy lifestyle, then it's not. Speaking as a late 30s guy who has absolutely no kind of no hormones at all. It's supposed to be a bit easier, but yeah, no, it's good. That's good. What was I going to say? Yeah, what's your kind of approach to food and drink and stuff like that?
So
I guess that's probably what people are going to be worried about. You're going to come in and go, right, you've had 1 glass of wine, that's it. You're the worst person in the world.
No. See, when I train for my personal training, it's very like to do with macros and getting it all measured out. But being a mum, you haven't got time to do that at all. Mm-hmm. So when I work with people ask, I always say try and go 80% clean, 20%. So if you want a biscuit in the day, you've got room for it. If you want a piece of cake, we all need a glass of wine. So I just say moderation. I think if you eat 8% of the time clean, you've always got room to wiggle with your food. And I always say, instead of measuring out, just buy a smaller plate, have a smaller portion on a smaller plate. That works really well.
Yeah, because it looks like you've got more then, doesn't it? Wow, I've got a really full plate. Even though you've got a smaller plate, it's still psychologically. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I know we touched on our nutrition plan. The nutrition plan that we generally use with clients is kind of based around habits, and one of the habits is eating, real natural food, clean food. So,
and especially if you've got a family, you want to be able to try and eat all the same. Like you don't want to be having to cook all different dishes, because then it just gets stressful, and then you get bored of it, don't you? So it's nice if you can do something that adapts it with everyone.
Exactly. Yeah, the adherence drops considerably. Whether you can get the rest of the family on board is probably a different matter, but
yeah, it's a bit hard sometimes.
Yeah, especially with teenage kids.
Like, what's this?
Just Domino's delivery even. Cool. So you're working you also work at David Lloyd, is that right?
Yes. I've got 2 regular classes there. Well, one will be changing because I'm working with you on a Monday now, and I cover a lot there. I was going, I do a bit of a mix there of everything, which I enjoy. So I do spin classes there, and I do a lot the total conditioning classes, which is like a lot of legs, thumbs and tums, a lot of resistance work, and step aerobics. So a bit of everything.
Yeah. So you're used to dealing with groups of very nice, being recorded on site, groups of very nice, welcoming ladies.
Yeah, lots of mixed people. So I've met some really lovely people there. So yeah, it's always hit and miss sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we're lucky. One of our the great strengths, and that's probably come out even more during this kind of nightmare of 2020, is kind of the strength of community we've got. Everyone just really kind of looks out for each other, and it's nice, really good. It's all about community, really.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I always say it's like your little gym family as well.
Yeah.
I like there's a few like you really, when you really get to know, and it's really nice. So I always call them my gym family.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? You kind of start off as clients, and you never know when someone walks through the door. Yeah, once they've been with you, kind of 6, 12, 2 years and beyond, you get that very blurred kind of boundary between client and friend, don't you? And they often become more friends than clients. And okay, it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's really nice. Creates a good atmosphere. So what's your training style? So if you're taking a session, are you like boot campy, in your face, going, "Come on, that's not good enough, do more"? Are you kind of encouraging and?
I think I'm quite motivational. Yeah, I think I'm quite motivational. I've been said that I've been able to. I encourage people to push themselves further than what they normally do, which is nice feedback. Yeah, I think I'm quite motivational, and I'm all about the mind. I always think our body can do anything, but we have to convince our mind. And when we convince our mind, then we can get there gradually. So that's how I believe. I always like to try and push it. And once we hit a target, try and work to the next little target. So we always improving ourselves. Little goals, because when we get a little goal, then we want to try and get a next goal.
Yep. Yeah, it really helps with motivation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. What else are we going to ask you? Look at my list. What do you do to relax? What are your hobbies?
The gym. I like going to the gym. I like boxing as well.
Don't mess with.
And I love it's eating out with friends. And
Where'd you go? Where's your usual?
I love a Miller and Carter. I love a good steak. And
is that in Nottingham? I don't know where that is.
Yeah, there's one in Woollerton.
Okay.
That's my closest one. And
I love. You're Bramcote way, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. And just any nice pub grub.
Yeah.
So I like to eat. That's my social. I like socialising with my friends, and it's always seems to be eating of alcohol somewhere. That's my wind down.
Nothing wrong with that.
My guilty pleasure.
Yeah, exactly. You got to relax some way, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. What's your favourite drink? Wine?
I like a Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
That's my favourite white wine. I like a vodka as well. I like a everything.
Anything will do. Seems like a plan. Lovely. Okay. I don't know, how long have we waffled on for?
I don't know.
Must be about 10 minutes. Cool. Okay. Well, I think that probably gives people a kind of nice flavour about you, so they learn about you, the person. So that this scary new trainer that's going to come in and be horrible to them.
No, I'm fine.
We'll see. See what happens. Yeah. So, but I'll put this up in the group.
Yeah.
So people can kind of get to know you as well. We're obviously still waiting for Boris to announce his plans for the next phase.
Fingers.
Yeah. Well, it's either going to be June the 1st or July the 4th, isn't it, for us? I was reading about the Minister for Health or someone like that was meeting with representatives of gyms and the fitness industry to agree the best way to go back. So
I know at David Lloyd, I think we're going to be introducing outdoor classes soon. So I think we're gradually getting there, and they've opened all the outdoor stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean the next phase is kind of indoor stuff, but I don't know how they're going to do it because it's if you look in Germany, they did it based on kind of floor size. So they said up to, I think it was up to 800 square meters could open, and there was kind of no differentiation between like a bookshop or a music shop or like anything, a gym or fitness studio or whatever.
Yeah.
But as long as you were smaller than 800 square meters and could do social distancing and enforce that and all the rest of it,
You should be.
then you could open. So I'll have to see what it says.
Slightly different than a gym, so you think that they would see that.
Exactly. I don't. That's kind of my bugbear all along. Is if we get lumped in with like your David Lloyds and your Virgins, you just compare like the footfall and the ability to enforce social distancing. Once someone gets on the gym floor at a Virgin or something, you've got no way of.
No.
They could all congregate half a meter away from each other and talk about the latest protein shake or whatever. There's nothing you can do about it, is there? Whereas we can kind of say, right, this is your area, this is your area. So hopefully we'll see.
It's no later than July, so
exactly. July the 4th is that. If it's not this one, then we'll just start working to July the 4th, and we'll make sure we've got everything.
Come back with a bang.
Yeah, and you know what? They might even be more beneficial because they're talking about reducing the kind of social distancing if this track and trace stuff kicks off.
Yeah.
So you might not even have to do the whole 2 meters, jobby.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's hard, isn't it? Because I'm quite a touchy person. So even when I've seen people on walks, I generally go right near them, and I'm like, oh, God, I'm so sorry. Give me a hug, and then after I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But it's really hard because it's not my nature not to be like there.
Yeah.
I find it's really challenging, actually.
It's tough times as well, isn't it? I mean, what the kids going back to school as well. I mean, ours are going back for 1 day a week from something like 9:30 till 2:30.
Oh.
Which is like no use to anyone.
My littlest is going back to nursery, but my oldest, because he's got GCSEs, he'll be doing some, but the other two, I don't think they'll be going back.
Really?
So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's all there.
They're going in, two at home, so I don't know. It's a bit of a faffle.
It's all a fun situation, right?
Yeah. It's saying to everyone, we're over the worst of it. It's only going to get better now.
Yeah, exactly.
So
the sooner the better.
Please, I can't wait for the hustle and bustle. I said to everyone, I will not be moaning about sitting on Clifton Bridge anymore on that traffic. I'll be happy to sit there.
You say that. I bet within about 3 days of going back to normal-ish, everyone will be, have they not fixed this bridge?
Yeah. I was like, just anything. I just need something. I need routine again.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do one of our challenges in the group. So every now and again, I'd love to say there's a kind of a documented frequency, but it's every now and again, probably 3 times a year. We do kind of a 3-week challenge. We usually call it something snazzy like clean. And then each one stands for something. So C is either calories or clean. So you've either got to eat 80% like non-processed food or stick within your calories, whichever method you're using. L is liquid, so drink 2 liters of water. E is exercise, I think. Or is A activity? One of them is like 45 minutes of activity or exercise. The other one is, I can't remember what the other one is. Then the N is like nag, so something that's been nagging at your mind, it takes 10 minutes to do, like replying to an email or phoning the car insurance or whatever. And then every one of those you do, you get a point.
Yeah.
So every day you kind of tick off, and then at the end of it, whoever's got most, we give a little prize to.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it just helps people with focus.
I did wonder what the clean stood for when I saw it.
Yeah,
that makes sense now.
Yeah, it's good. It gives people some sort of focus, and I think a lot of people are missing routine. Especially at the moment, so it'll kind of help with that.
And I think as well, like we think, we'll eat clean because we're in isolation, but I think it's actually harder
Yeah, definitely.
I found it so much harder to eat healthy. I have, but it's you're in so much, you just want to pick all the time, or you're drinking more in the week. I try not to drink at the week, and I only drink at the weekend, but I've had a glass of wine in the week, and
Yeah.
I've done all the things I wouldn't really do normally. So I'm just like, oh, it's easier when you've got a routine to stick to it.
Yeah, it is. And if you're kind of doing less stuff, you start kind of eating because you're bored and all sorts. It's like, so yeah, it's a routine makes a massive difference on people's lives, I think, and it's like a whole range of their life, and eating and drinking healthily is one of them for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back on it soon.
We will. We'll be keep listening for Boris. See what his plan is.
I'm like, I've stopped listening to the news at the moment because it just depresses me. So
there's so many instances where you kind of flick on your phone and you got two such contrasting headlines. I mean, there's one the other day. It's like the top thing. I can't remember what it is. It's in something like the Sun or some top quality journalism. But like one of the headlines was infection rates in Germany rise. They might need to reimpose lockdown. And then the next headline down is like lowest number of infections ever in Germany. It's just like, how can you have the two things?
That's why I've stopped looking, because I'm just like, I can't bear it anymore. Like, and they're saying about schools this minute and then that minute, and then I've seen so many debates online. I've stopped going online as much because it's like, I just think I just can't deal with it. Like,
yeah, definitely. It's I think the media's
mind, and I'm trying to stay focused, and I'm like, I don't want to read this.
yeah. I think the media's got a lot to answer for its role during this process.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm
still recording. I just realized I'm still recording. I'm going to stop the recording now.